Are you ready? Lights out, let's go! Starting off the RRF1 week, getting on a racing freak. Setups ready, practice galore. Epic battles is what we implore. Mystic Monday, hit the track. Overtakes flowing, don't look back. DRS open, watch us fly. The fastest guys we can't deny. The covenant gold they all seek. Amazing racing at its peak. RRF1 Mondays, let's go! Tire strategy, make or break. Deep in battle, we'll break late. Tires squealing, hearts are pounding. Monday drivers, they are astounding. Whoa! It's a Monday, hit the track. Overtakes flowing, don't look back. DRS open, watch us fly. The fastest guys we can't deny. The covenant gold they all seek. Amazing racing at its peak. RRF1 Mondays, let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! RRF1 Monday, yeah!
China, China, China.
Good evening and welcome to the RF1 Monday division. Tonight, as you can see on screen, is round 4. It's a China sprint week. So we have the short sprint quali, then the sprint, then the short qualifying, and then the main race. So I believe we're just waiting for a couple of the guys now. Hopefully I can get this onto the screen for you as well. It's been a bit of a pain in the bum today. There we go. So I believe Hamilton's one of the ones we are waiting for. He's just asked me for an invite. One of the drivers as well that is carrying 25 seconds from not last week, the week before. I'm not sure. I don't think we're going to have a full grid, but we're going to have a pretty full grid. Another good attendance for the Monday division. So we can see there we've got it's going to be 10 laps for the sprint race and then 28 laps for the main race. Yeah, I can see we've got Mr. Bjorn game in the bug. He's spectating this evening. He's not feeling too great. He was supposed to be racing, but he's been having some issues. So he'll be cheering on his fellow drivers tonight. Hopefully all the sound and everything's coming through it. When I first tried to log in, it said there's been some issues with the live streaming. So I had to reboot everything, get it back on just in time for you all. So fingers crossed you can all hear me. You'll have to give me a shout if on the stream if you can't. Obviously, if you can't hear me, you wouldn't be able to give me a shout, would you? I'm not with it today. Basically, if you can hear me, let me know. If you can't hear me, then I'd have to be told. So I think Hamilton's one we're waiting for as well. He's just asked for what car. Whitey, if you're listening, if you can stop the countdown just for 2 seconds, just because Hamilton's not in his car. I don't think you'll be able to, are you? Hamilton, I think, is going to chuck you in any car. So if you are listening to Hamilton, even if it puts you in the wrong car, your points go to the right team. So there you go, just loading up now. Probably just went quiet then. Just having a quick look at what Hamilton's put. Oh, I doesn't know what car. So I'd have to have a look at the table. But Hamilton, what's Hamilton normally in? If any of you in the chat know any before me. Hamilton should be in a Mercedes. So I'll just fire him over a quick message. I don't know if his car is free or not. Yeah, the way the table works, it's all automated. I spent a good 2 hours or so. Pardon me. And so it picks it out from the team and the name together, and then adds it together. So even if it is in the wrong car, it'll be all right. It'll sort itself out. And my kids have used his headphones because that car noise is ripping through my ears. So I can see somebody's gone out. It's possibly Betcher's and another car ahead of him. So one is Betcher's. And the other is Niemeyer. Oh, sorry, just having a quick look at I think what's happened, because Hamilton had a marked originally, it's going to be a bit of an issue with people selecting cars, because Apex is supposed to be in the Aston. I think Hamilton might have selected the Aston, but like I say, if you are listening, fellow admins, I saw it all out at the points. It's just going to be a bit confusing when I look at the classifications. But yeah, we can sort it out. So I'll get back on track with the first car, which was Niemeyer. It's always interesting with the sprint quality to know, are people going to save that medium for the race, or are they just going to do the softs and then go for that the harder time maybe. Yeah, I'll just run through who we do have today then. So we've got T-Bance, Ali Fawad Khan, Hamilton, Dragoon, Whitey, the return of Whale doing RRF1, he's in the McLaren, Kludgy Duck, Betchers, Gareth Minimad, Gaming Minion, Dumar Dimar, Mad Mark, Towley, oh that was a major lag spike there for Towley, Brewdog, Tamas, Niemeyer, Misfits and Robbo. Robbo, you should take a full-time seat, you've turned up every week so far. Just get rid of these tyres. Oh, someone's just absolutely decimated that polystyrene. Didn't quite see who it was. Back to Niemeyer now, because I know he will be that first one to do a lap. I don't know if any of you are chatting on the Twitch, that's decided to go grey. I'll just get that back. It's not showing me any chat, so I think we're alright. If anyone has sent me a chat, I do apologise. It's not showing anything. The yellow flag for some reason. I think that must be a car getting close in the last sector. It's interesting to see Meyer is using a hot lap. I know some people would never touch it. Come around that final corner now. What time can he put down? So 1:35.7. So don't get on board with Mr. Betches. But he has even validated. Try and work out now who the next one is on the lap. Could it be the Mercedes? I think it might be. It's the reigning champion, Gareth Minimad. Oh no, it's not Cludgy Duck I missed. 1:33.4. Sorry, Cludgy. Now it's Gareth Minimad. 1:33.72. So just ahead of Nemaya. Oh no, 2 seconds ahead of Nemaya. Me looking at the wrong number there. Just behind Cludgy. I forgot the Mars was a 5, not a 3 there. It's the mad one, Mad Mark. Coming around the final corner now. Oh, he's invalidated on that final corner. Make that Ferrari behind him, that'd be T-Benz. No, it won't. It was Ali, wasn't it? He's just starting a lap. You know, I've had to rush tonight. I'm not with it quite yet. There we go, Brewdog. Did have the sad news. Brewdog is going to have to give up the racing in the near future. He'll be moving away. But still putting some decent times now. 1:34.5 there. That Whitey just starting a lap. Let's see what Towley can do. Is he going to go quickest? He does, 1:33.0. It's about 4 tenths quicker than Cludgy there. I'll keep him board just as that other car comes round. That was Robbo doing a 1:33.9. McLaren Betches 1:34.1. Trying to find that bogey green car now. Imagine that might be Dragoon. And the last couple of weeks, he's definitely been enjoying his new setup. It's just on outlap at the minute though. Flick down to Ali Fawad Khan. So last week his first race of the season, he's done the season because he had a new setup, and he won last week. So we're trying to continue that. 1:33.399 for Ali. Is Brewdog giving his teammate a tow here? Is he helping out Whitey? Whitey P4 1:33.6. He's actually gone quicker than Gareth. So I wonder if that tow down the back straight give him a lot more straight line speed there. Talking of Gareth, here he is now. So I don't actually know what the weather. I've not seen a weather update. If Whitey has sent one to like he normally does, I've not seen it yet, or it's not notified me on the old phone yet. Gareth's coming into the pits. I've just seen Apex as a line. I'll quickly fire him over an invite. So if he is on this stream, I know sometimes himself or his missus will join the stream. You'll have to select a different car because your car is being driven by Hamilton. There you go, pop that invite over. So it's showing Misfits with a purple middle sector there. So I know sometimes it will throw it up and it's not the case, but I'll keep an eye on Misfits, see what you can do here. weird. I always notice with China, it looks slow from the off-board, but then you go on board, it always looks a lot quicker. It's a strange one. 134.4 there for Misfits. So if it was legit in the middle, he's not had a good sector 1 and 3. But no, in the air, it probably wasn't a purple middle sector. I've had that before. It's like purple 1, purple 2. It's like, oh, I'm going quick. And then you get to the end, I'm like 2.5 seconds down. Green car, that was Tamas just about to start a lap. Betches, I think he is on a lap, but there's yellow flags being waved for some reason. I think it was just that race symbol's going a bit slow. And Betches is boxing as well. So Mad Mark is going to have to do a one and done today. So one I've just noticed isn't racing tonight is the Dart Mark. Wales on an outlap. We'll go back to him shortly. The Alpine Tally is also on an outlap. Whitey looks like he might have been on a lap but invalidated. Just trying to get the next car back. She is on a lap. Possibly Misfits. Yeah, I'm hoping Apex has joined the stream, so he's aware his car's been pinched. So he'll have to just go in anything that's available. Hopefully for him, there's not a Red Bull. I think he's safe actually. There's 2 Red Bulls, 2 racing balls out. They turn like a bus. They're horrible. Hamilton's crawling. Driver will flick down to Mad Mark, see what he can do. This will be the only time he can set. He's not invalidated this time. P2, 133.1 for Mad Mark there. Ali's just starting a lap. Let's get around to this. This is Robbo. No improvement there for Robbo. It said he was 16 seconds down. I wonder if he had a bit of an issue. Gaming Minion has invalidated. He was starting at the back, or towards the back. Whitey is invalidated as well, but can he get to the line in time? He might get another go. I think he has. Have a look. No, he hasn't. But he did do a 133.6. Towley's on quickest, 132.0. Misfits, no improvement, is 13th. The Haas of Dumar. He's come across. He's took Mad Mark off the front row, 132.8. I believe that is that one of the Williams? That's Cludgy, 132.7. Look at these last few cars in now. That is T-Bents. T-Bents improves. He's knocked Dumar off for the second. No, he's pushed him down 1. He's kept him on the second row, but he's not third. 132.7. Gareth P2 behind Towley. No, P3. I mean, who's going on with it today? I think we're near enough all done. As I said, Apex isn't going to have enough time to be able to go out. As I say, Minion. Yeah, Minion's invalidated. So I think that's it for the sprint qualifying. Whitey was trying to get another lap in. Just had some intel from the pit lane then. So I'm just having a look if we had the weather. I'm not sure if we have. Is it a dry one? Oh, that's not thunder. I've put the pad down and you can hear it every time someone's in the pits. It vibrates like crazy. If that picked up on the headset, that was just the pad on the table. I think we're just waiting for Apex's car to... whatever they're doing with Apex's car. So confirmation, Towley is on pole, Ali just behind. The second row is Gareth and Cludgy. I say all four of them are, I think they're going to be right up there for the title this year. So what we've got, when we get onto the grid, we've got a 3-minute video for you. A little break, so we've got 2 breaks even as the sprint break, and then we've got another one for the main break later. Just having a look. Dragoon was the fastest one on the medium, so he did the 1:33.4 on the mediums MP9. But you always remember, there's, if you go penalty free in a sprint or get the fastest lap in the sprint, there's a bonus 1 point for those as well. So I'll put that little break video on now for you, and by the time it's done, we should roughly be about the time for the formation lap. So see you in a few minutes.
RRF1 News Time.
Controversy in the Golf Channel due to change of settings. New addition to the appeals team. Welcome in Adrian. Admin team in shock as no tickets for last Monday or Wednesday. Wow!
So a little bit different from what we normally do. This time AI has drawn some drivers and you've just got to guess who they are. So on to the first one. So if you didn't guess, that was supposed to be Ayrton Senna, Michael Schumacher and Jos Verstappen. On to number 2. Probably a bit easier, but this one was Jenson Button, Lewis Hamilton and Mika Hakkinen. Now on to our final one for this week, number 3. This one's probably the worst of the lot, but that was Pierre Gasly, Rubens Barrichello and Felipe Massa. Also, if you have any ideas for the break, so that could be any games, or if you like the AI songs, want them back, or if you want the silly edits back, just let me know and we can see what we can do going forward.
The Table Review.
Hi there! Towley still leads the table after the Japanese Grand Prix, with a 24-point gap to his nearest rival, Cludgy Duck. Dark Mark right behind them too. In the Constructors' table, Alpine hold an early lead of 16 points ahead of Williams. Obviously still very early days though. Lots of teams, very close.
So I should be back with you now, so not too long now until the sprint starts. So it's not looking as bright as it did in qualifying, but from what I've heard it's supposed to be a dry sprint, but then the rest of it later on in the evening might not be as nice. everyone lined up ready on the formation lap now. I'll quickly flick through you all so you can all have some TV time. With a Towley there in pole. Ali, who's before last season was a 2-time champion of the Monday division. Gareth, the reigning champion. Cludgy, who is definitely going to try and give it a good fight for the championship. T-Bance, a previous Monday constructor champion, Dumar Dima. He's been a Saturday champion as well. Mad Mark, I'm not sure if he's been a champion, but I say he's definitely the champion of the commentary on the Skins Shaggy Super Saturdays. Another driver, I'm not sure if he's been a champion in this league. I think he might be, maybe in the earlier division, earlier seasons. That's a RRF1 Whale. Used to be Sea Whale, if I remember correctly. Then we've got TSD Dragoon. So I know he's definitely been a champion in TSD. I'm not sure about RF1. We've got Tamas. Whitey's also been a constructor champion in the Monday division. We've got Brewdog. Robbo. Betchers, he's come close twice to the constructors, but I don't think he's ever been able to win it here. We've got Misfits. He is one of the reigning constructors champions, alongside Gareth last season. We've got Hamilton, Nemaya, Gaming Minion, one of the admin team, and then TSD Apex. I believe he's also a reigning constructor champion, but from Wednesday last season. So he won that with, I believe it was Towley. Funny enough, although they're not actually teammates on Monday, because Towley's, Apex has had to go in a different car, not his own car. He's actually in the same car as Towley for this evening. I think we're just waiting for a couple of guys at the back now, Minion and Apex. Oh, Namaria has missed it, his grid box. Pardon me, I should not be drinking Coke. There's 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And we're off in China. Was it Ali's a mega start there, straight ahead of Towley. See if everyone can get through safely. Someone's had a kiss up the kicks, bam, Tamas. Oh, somebody at the back, I think that's Hamilton. Is it Hamilton or Misfits? It's Misfits. I don't know if he just caught it on the curb or if someone tagged it, but I definitely saw his car going around. Dumar snuck on past T-Bance. T-Bance has come back. Whale and Dragoon got a little bit touchy-feely with each other there. He's escaped into P8 there. Have a look who's got the best start. Best start was Apex up 5. Big Mad Mark, another one up 2 positions from where he started. Dragoon and Tamasa, I do know these two were involved in a bit of controversy last season with an incident. That was I can't remember what corner was it. Corner 4, I think, 4 or 5. It's definitely the end of sector 1. So I do know that these two are quite evenly matched around this circuit. Whitey and Tamas. Oh, something's happening behind. Oh no, the Mercedes of Robbo went completely sideways there. I think I will have a quick look at as well the tyres, what the guy's gone for. And most gone for mediums, Dumar the hards, Tamas and Whitey the hards, and a couple at the back thought they're going to go slightly different, Minion, Nemira and Betchers. Towards the end, the hards will probably be a little bit better than the mediums. Just depends if those mediums will feel alright the whole 10 laps. We're on T-Birds here. He's looking a lot closer to Dumar around this section. I know from when I think last season Gavin commentators, and the season before that Dragoon did with himself. This one's always one you've got to keep an eye, because it seems to always be really close in the sprint. And I think T-Birds is one of the closest ones. Look at these times. Tamas as well, one whale. Some of these just going to weave behind the other ones just to keep that slipstream. Ali with the fastest. Oh, Towdy with the fastest. Happy pinched off him almost immediately. I won 35.708 there. So he's holding on to that bonus point at the moment. And every driver so far has got that no penalty bonus as well, the extra point. As I did note it down, the only reserve scoring tonight is WAO Whale. So Tamas and Robbo weren't the nominated reserves for this week. So if you do happen to be, say, 12th, but those two are ahead of you, you would get P10. So I always say, because you never quite know with the reserve sort of thing. If you're around the point scoring position, just keep going. Even if you're thinking, oh, I'm having a bad race, then just keep persevering. You never know what's going to happen. Apologies about that. One of those flus the other week and just can't keep shift the last bit of it. It's a pain in the arse. Well, a quick look at Towley, because he's getting a lot closer to Ali this time. A very lot closer. He's gone past him. Up into P1 now for Towley. TSD Apex looks like he's just about to get past Hamilton. And he does sort to P13 there for Apex. Apex, I believe, did start last, or near enough last. So he's continuing to have a decent sprint race. I do know some drivers do swear, even though it's equal performance, that the Alpine seems to be like the OP car this season. Sorry, apologies about that. My daughter's being a pain in the arse. She should be going to bed, and she's not, if you could hear that in the background. So I'll keep on board with Ali here. It does look like the front four have dropped Mad Mark and the other sort of train of cars behind. Gang of trains, Jesus Christ. He's now 2 seconds behind Cludgy. So then behind him he does have T-Bench. Dragoon's almost within T-Bench's DRS. And we've got Tamas, Way, or Whitey, they're all not too far behind. Do you know, over the seasons here in RRF1 we have had quite a lot of funny incidents happening at China. Some of you might remember Pozzo used to be the old guy that used to run the show here, going back, geez, many years now. And he was winning a race, come around the final corner, caught the inside curb, spun into the wall on the left, lost his tyre. So he's about 60 metres away from the finish line, and he buggered it up. And the one Dragoon always hates me telling was my first ever RF1 points were at China. Yeah, I was running P10, managed to keep Dragoon behind the last lap. And then I ran out of fuel 2 corners before the end. So he got past me. He took the P10. This is when we only used to score P1 to P10. And then annoyingly for him, he got 5 seconds for hitting Mad Mark earlier in the race, so I got my P10 back. So I'll never let him live that one down. But I don't normally beat him, so I have to always rub that one in. Yes, I'm not sure if any of you are, if you are in the chat, I'm going to have to close it because nothing's even showing, not even the Wisebot thing. I say Brewdog's got past Robbo now. I'm just going to be quite silent really quick, just want to get the Twitch back on. Oh, there we go, got Wisebot showing now, so fingers crossed if any of you have messages, I should be able to see them now. I see 11 if you are viewing in at the moment. Big thank you to all of you that are tuning in. With 4 laps left now. I think it's just going to be a case with Ali and Towley, like I think it was last season. I think last season might be with Gareth though. I think they're going to be keep switching and swapping. It just depends which one's going to time it perfectly for that last lap. So Gareth and Cludgy just like, wait for us. I think they're just hoping one of them has a mistake, or even them to tap each other and they can pick up the pieces. Did notice how the grass is different colours. Have we had some grass fires here again? But Tyler's going for a move up the inside of Ali. He thought better of it then, but he has got a Gareth all over his rear. Maybe not in the kitchen there. She's got that frying pan swatting it away at Gareth like, that's my rear. Keep away from it. I don't even know if she's watching tonight or not. Go back to this position change. So yeah, still Apex having the best race of the lot at the minute. You know, went up from 19th to 14th. I don't know, looking at this, Misfits hasn't really been able to recover since that incident he had at the beginning. I don't think anyone's needed to stop though. Well, nobody stopped. What you could do though, if you were one of those drivers 11 to 19th, you could put a set of softs on and get the fastest lap, get the 1 bonus point if you wanted to. There's always available. Also by doing that you could throw away your 1 point bonus though if you push it too hard, so it's, what do you do, just keep the 1 point, or do you gamble it and try and get 2 if you know you're not in that top 10? Because it, just to remind you, it's in the sprints it's 1 to 10 that score, and in the main race it's 1 to 15 that score. So at the minute Wales just outside of the scoring. He is the only reserve scorer this evening. Although he looks like he's a lot closer to Whitey going into lap 9. Don't know if it's a setup or not, but Gareth and Cludgy, they're keeping about a 5/10 distance. Oh, Hamilton, 3 seconds. I thought we might have had a completely penalty-free race, but Hamilton's gone and picked up 3 warnings. Or we can give you this one, Mr. Hamilton.
Oh no! Oh no!
There you go, the monkey there on the stream. This T-Bus one is one of the close-up battles here on the back of Mad Mark. So for some of you drivers that might be a little bit newer here as well, or haven't really done many sprint races, after the sprint, if you find something for your setup that wasn't very good, you can actually change it for the main quali and the main race, because it's essentially, it sees it as being a different day, so it's a different parc ferme. Well, the Ferrari's going for a move up the inside. That's T-Bents on Mad Mark. There's a little bit of wheel bump, and I think it's just about give him enough race room. We'll have to see it from their point of view. Mad Mark's just gone outside. He probably got a warning there. So Dragoon's getting a run now. But so is Tamas. Tamas and Dragoon both got past the Ferrari. The Ferrari's come back. The Major and Gaming Minion, they've said what I was mentioning earlier, they might be going for that extra point. Oh, the Ferrari's had a little kiss of Dragoon's bottom there. If you could hear Emmy in the background, she's just not listening this evening. If anyone wants a child, we've got one going for free. I have to keep on board with these guys here. She's just getting a bit of a roller kid at the minute. Something has happened further back. Is this Misfits? Misfits and Brewdog near each other again. These two can't get away from each other. They need to get a room together. Plastic here though. Tamas on T-Bents. Is he going to try and stick it around the outside at the end, or go for a cheeky dive on the inside? No, he's not. I think going ahead though. Dragoon's just made a move on Mad Mark. He's gone for a cheeky switch back, and I think it's worked. Or has it? No, it's not quite. Mad Mark put his car perfectly there for that next turn. It's like, you're not having it, Dragoon. My P5. Just noticed Gareth getting a lot closer to Towley around here. So this isn't where you want to be behind him. You want to be that close behind him when you get to that final straight. Oh, Towley's locked up, I think. Gareth's going to... Nearly. I think that sniff of blood there did Gareth. But Towley managed to recover it. Is Whale going to snatch the final point from Whitey? And is anyone else going to pick up a penalty in this final lap? I'm just going to have a look at the tyres. Yeah, it was I thought Nemaya and Minion on the softs. Just have a look at the fastest lap was as well. At the minute it's Towley, we're on 35.3. Not too long now. Ali's coming around the last couple of corners. As he won the race in Japan, he's going to win the first race here tonight in China. Across the line, Towley P2, Gareth P3, Kludgy just behind P4. And Mad Mark's going to take 5th. And Dragoon, Tamas, Dumar. And Whitey's just held off. Oh no, T-Bents. I'm not sure what happened to T-Bents. Whale did get that final point. I'll flick down to the back, just want to see if any of these are going to pitch that fastest lap from Towley. So I'm bored with Nemaya now. Put this telemetry back on so we can actually see. So Nemaya comes around that final corner, just about keeps it in the lines. He didn't get the fastest lap, but did Minion pinch it? We'll have to have a look at that shortly. I don't think Nemaya did. I didn't see it pop up purple. So always remember this, we have to go across to the sprint screen. So Towley actually did keep the fastest lap by the looks of it. Yeah, 1:35.6 for Gaming Minion. Wasn't quite enough. Needed a few more tenths there. So there is the stats. And it was only Hamilton that got the penalty. I could quickly get the... Not too many incidents actually for the racing there. Just in case anyone does need the racing incidents, race director, we got that in as well. Apologies. So now we're just waiting for the qualifying from the main race qualifying. Oh dear, it's a bit wet. So I imagine it'll probably be into weather, but we'll have a little look in a minute when some of the guys come out. There we go, it does look like inters. Get all this telemetry back up again. I've just seen Brewdog in the Monday chat. I hate China, broke my wing on the first corner for fuck's sake. That'll explain why you're near Misfits towards the end. I think Misfits had an incident or caught the curb early as well. T-Benz is on softs. I think it might be Betches that's coming out first. I know he loves to come out first. There we go. I didn't even have to get off like straight to him. But yeah, T-Benz is, I think he's maybe putting the softs on in the pits to have a look what the time difference is. See if they might be quicker for like the first lap maybe. I know sometimes you get that crossover period. Yeah, Minions flirted with it as well, just having a little look. So was Hamilton. Like a traffic light system here, they're all changing colours. But I think it does it like the way to go is maybe the inters based on what everyone's on currently. So it'll be interesting if someone does come out in the soft, so. Whale in the chat, China smells. Hello. Evening Whale. Did mention you pinched the final point in the sprint. With we scored P1 to P10 for the sprint in RRF1. I think you were just outside of it. I'm not sure what happened to T-Benz if you saw what happened. But it looked like he dropped a couple in the last lap or two. As I ignore Nightbot, it's not actually been updated this season yet because it's just been mental with hospital appointments, as some of you are aware. Mrs. Woodsy is expecting. But I will get that updated. When I do the tables this week, that'll be all up to date. I think if you look now, it might be either the first race or it's the last race of last season. Yeah, nothing on that flicker, even the steward things they need updating on there. Oh, Wales in the chat, there was a picture of him at the beginning of last season because I had to update a few races in last season. But yeah, if anyone did see in the break, we did have a new appeal steward. So I think at the minute we've got Mr. Poem, we've got Boris, or known as Tasha. Then we've also got Guidotti, and then we've got Adrian. I think is Adrian the 8th, I think. I know he's been around lots of different leagues as well, so he's really good at his stewarding. So if you ever need to appeal, definitely we've got some good hands in the appeal steward this season. Minion is actually out on the soft, it looks like. So I'll keep board with Betcher, but I'll keep an eye on Minion. I think someone's had a mini spin at turn 1. Kludgy Duck, 5th place Grinnell P for a collision with Dragoon. Oh no. I'm not sure what happened to those two. I don't know if he's had a spin round and the other car's been coming round. It'll be definitely interesting to see what's happened there. I'll flick back to Betches. He's going to be the first one to put a time down as long as he doesn't invalidate. Yeah, it's a strange one. DRS is still enabled. So you can understand why Minion's giving it a go on the softs. There's enough grip, he might be able to get a better time with them. See what Bedge can do around this final corner. Sticking on the overtake, the DRS. It's a 1:45.0 for Betches. Misfits now. He'll be hoping for a better main quali. And he's gone about a second quicker than Betches there, 1:44.1. I know we're just looking at the Aston of Misfits. That's one of the cars that was revealed tonight. The Aston Martin. I think it might be the final car now. I think we've got all 11 liveries revealed, and you can definitely see it's got the Adrian Newey influence. Just the side, I don't know what you call them, like spikes almost, for the airflow at the front. And it is slightly quicker for the softs. I was saying that Gareth's just on a 1:41 on the Inters. But Minion, how come quicker than Misfits, T-Bounce, Betches? He did a 1:43 on the softs. So it is that weird crossover period. Kludgy's done a 2:14. So hopefully he's not been taking tips from his old teammate 72, because he used to do times like that one. Oh no. I wasn't on purpose, but I think Kludgy's was that incident. I think I read earlier he has got a new setup as well. It'll be the first time he's racing in the wet with that new setup. Trying to see who this McLaren is. Gone past it. It was Betches, so I imagine he'll be boxing, unless he's fueled it with he fueled it with a fair bit. What some drivers do like doing in the wet is fuel it, say 6-7 laps, and they'll just keep going, because if it's improving, hopefully the time will keep improving. DMR's just starting his lap. I imagine that's probably Dragoon in the next car. Yeah, this is where he overtook me when I was mentioning it, right at this corner here. I was like, no! Oh, invalidation. It's the Ferrari of T-Bent, 1:42.4. And Ali's teammate with a 1:42.0. So Ferrari sitting nicely 2 and 3. So Ferrari in real life last season definitely loved China. Towley's put himself at P3, just behind Ali there. Hamilton looks like he is invalidated. I imagine he'll be chucking on some new boots. Oh, he absolutely flew into the pit lane. Shame there's no gravel there, because that would have been the old Lewis Hamilton. Was that back in 2007? I didn't note it down earlier. Yeah, 2007. When he went to the gravel trap and threw away the championship that year. I think since then they actually took the gravel away. Yeah, I think it has just popped up on night, but that one is correct for the streams. So obviously RRF1 streams here Monday, Gavin Bass on the Wednesday, then Mr. Mad Mark on the Saturdays. So the only night but one you want to ignore is the Flickr album at the minute. Misfits coming around. It looks like he might be improving, and he has a 1:43.3. Mr. Dragoon has invalidated this lap as well. It was a 1:47.2. As I imagine he'll go again this lap. Is Hamilton thinking of the softs? Kludgy Duck's on fastest, 1:41.7. So he's gone for that alternative. I realised it's put me on game sound, apologies. And I've got to click the old button again. If not, it'll turn the old party already off as well. Yeah, apologies about that. So back with you now. I suppose I was saying, Cludgy's gone for the alternative Williams livery. I've been reading, I think Williams were struggling for weight. I think it's for this season, aren't they? But that's why they've took an extra week to try and get ready for the testing week. From what we're reading, I think the first week of Bahrain testing, they're only giving us 1 hour of TV viewing, and then from the second week, I think we're getting the full testing. I think they're just trying to keep some of their things under wraps for that first week. So some of the liveries, though, especially ones like Cadillac, some of the other ones as well, looking pretty good for this season. Even Red Bull have changed up a little bit. So, talking to Red Bull, Namai will be next. I was just looking at the sprint from last season as well. I just note that down. Ali did actually win the sprint last season as well, just ahead of Gareth. And Tally was 4th last season. Was actually, even though he's changed the sort of tracks he's using, actually, he did better this season. I missed him across a bit. It was a 1:43.9. Gareth's quickest, a 1:41.0. So 6 tenths quicker than Cludgy. So it looks like it's improving out there. Let's see what Whale can do. We know whales love water. I think he's using that as a warm-up lap, actually. Looking at that, he wasn't using his battery. We'll come back to him. We'll have a look at I believe that's a race symbol based on that colour. It's Brewdog. I think Brewdog seems to be like a Goomba. He gets wet weather and he just turns into a different animal. Just have a look if is that Dragoon crossing the line? No, that is Tamas. But I believe he's just starting one. His current best time is a 1:43.0. What the yellow flag was. Might be somebody running out of fuel. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I'll get the right dot now. No, it was the right dot, but it wasn't going anywhere. Here, Towley's the next one, but it's 6 seconds down, so we'll be using this as a warm-up lap. And then he'll be going again. So I flip back down to Whale, so we'll go back to him. He did improve 2 tenths there, but not a change in his position. So it's a 1:42.49. T-Bent's head is on a 1:42.47 at the minute. So he's only 200ths away from P7 at the minute. About 4 tenths away from P6 currently. We're down to Apex. Although I imagine he'll be going to the box with that fuel light flashing. Misfits is on an outlap. Tamas's was didn't show an outlap, but he was using it as a warm-up lap. Is that Dumar? He's not got a teammate this evening, I don't believe. I think actually beyond his teammate, isn't he, on a Monday? That's why he had to pull out late in the evening. I see what Dragoon can do is he had a couple of invalidations earlier in the session, So we're wanting to get a decent time down now. Get fling it around this final corner. Hopefully he'll keep within the lines. Powers it down. There's improvement, but not in his position. A 143.3. So he's sitting in P16 at the moment. So it looks like he's definitely more geared for dry weather, maybe. A lot are putting softs on now, so maybe it is the way to go. 3 minutes left. As they should have Dragoon boxed, maybe. We'll have to see how these soft runners go. I'll work out who the first soft runner is. It's not going to be Dumar, is it? It is going to be Dumar. So he's sitting on a 143 at the minute. We'll see if he can improve on that with these soft tyres. Around the hairpin there. Flicking on the overtake. Around that final corner. Keeping in the lines just about. And it was an improvement at 142.5. I think Gareth's just switched to the softs. He's on an out lap. There's talking to Gareth. He's on his out lap there. I think that might be Dragoon behind him. So he might have a really lovely slipstream down there. The Dragoon is boxed. I think if you do that in the race, it actually classes it as a track limits, but obviously in qualifying it doesn't matter too much. Robbo Snipes currently sitting P2. It's this strange range. Whoa! Hold it. We'll give Robbo one of these. If it wants to work. I don't think it wants to work. Oh, no, why? It will work now. A little bit delayed, but Robbo can have one of these.
Oh no!
So what happened to Robbo, that when I was talking about Posglad earlier, that's exactly what happened, but he was on the final lap of I think it was a 50% race or 100% race, and he did that and binned the car. Man mark coming around now. He's using that battery's got left. He's chucked himself up to P6 on 141.6. Dumar, he is out of fuel. There'll be a Ferrari next. That's Ali, which is starting a lap. The next one is Gareth. He's actually down on his time though. Yeah, second down on his time. The Alpine of TSD Apex. I think he's actually going to improve looking at this time. And he has. So 140.9 to put himself pole. Is he going to keep that? I wonder if we've got Mrs. Apex watching along this evening. She'll be definitely cheering him on after that one. Cludgy Duck comes round though. Is he going to nick it off Apex? He doesn't. P4. Misfits. He was up after his second sector, but only by 1800ths. He just have a strong sector 3. Is he going to move himself away from P9? No, he doesn't. P9, it's still showing for Misfits. Towley now, is he going to... He's going to break Apex's heart and pinch the... Oh, maybe not. It's a wiggle there. A almighty snap. Around that final corner, he's flicking on the battery of the DRS. And P2, 141.0. Could have been an Alpine lockout. No, it can't. T-Benz has gone quicker, 140.7. I don't know where Gareth's going. He's becoming a lawnmower again. It's ingrained in him, you know. You can't get that lawnmower out of him. It's always going to be there. Oh dear. Hamilton's invalidated. He's going to be starting at the back for the main race. TSD Apex. I missed that as well. Ali actually went pole, 140.4. Yeah, Apex on his in lap. What the? Did any of you just see that? Carved round just appeared behind Apex and then disappeared. I have to watch that back now. I'm sure that's not my eyes. So that is it for qualifying for the main race. There we are, confirmation. Ali on pole. T-Benz, who's we sometimes do see him pull ones out like this like last season, but it used to be on a Saturday. But he's pulled out on those inters to get P2. Apex on the Mega Lap, P3. Towley, P4. So it's a lockout for Ferrari, and a second row lockout for Alpine. Third row lockout for Mercedes. And we've got Cludge 7th, Brewdog 8th. Mad Mox on 9th. Let's have a look down. One was surprised Dragoon starting towards the back. Just couldn't get it hooked up on that wet, I think. So once we go to the grid, we have the 5-minute break now. So I've got a little video. What this one is, it's just all the new liveries so far for 2026. The only one is missing is Aston, but I have put that in the real F1 chat. So I'll put this on now, but by the time this is done, it should be time for the formation lap. So I'll be back within about 5 minutes or so. That's what I'm back with now. It's saying the game has crashed. Betches. Half the grid crashed. It looks like it's going to be a lobby restart possibly. Yeah, I did see at the bottom of mine, just as we were watching the end of the McLaren liver, I did notice a couple join. Not join, drop. Although it says Misfits has joined, Robbo's has joined. I wonder if it's I wonder if it's an Xbox issue, but it's not booted me out. But it's a strange one. So you'll have to let me know, Whitey, if it's going to be a lobby restart or not. Because I imagine Betches are with you in the chat. If you're in party with White, you'll have to let me know if he is going for a restart. For some reason, my admin chat is it only gives me like 2 of the notifications. I click on it, I can see it looks like it is going to be a restart. So they'll be getting the old ordering. So those of you that are there's going to be a lobby restart. These two, Gareth is absolutely getting sandwiched by the two Alpines. Yeah, those of you that are driving, lobby restart. So I'm just waiting for an invite if anyone can find me if I want. I think if anyone else has joined. Actually, Towley's shown as multiplayer, so I'm hoping it's a new one. If that doesn't work, I'll have to wait for one. My Twitch is laid the Aston livery one I put below you, Betcha. I did actually post that before, whilst we were still. Oh, this session no longer exists. See if I've got anyone with the new one. Yeah, this is confusing. It's showing Hamilton's on F1 manager. I guess they shouldn't be. So I'm just waiting for it to show one of your other Xbox players in the lobby, and then I'll join off them unless if you can find me an invite over. Oh, there we go. Invite off Betches. I need to ask Betches, is it meant to have a double B on the air, or would it not let you have the original one? The only thing you are going to do, White, I've just noticed, is you'll have to take the old sprint off. I've just noticed it saying we're doing 10 laps and 28 laps. This is very confusing. Anyone can see that, it's showing me with Dragoon and Oliver Bearman, but Ollie Bearman's an AI. And it's saying that I'm the host and I'm not. Something's definitely not going right here. I haven't got a clue what's going on. I'll try that other one now. It's like it let me join, but then it was put us into a completely different thing. Yeah, this is weird. If you're an invite from Wales, I'll try that one. Yeah, that's what it was. It's wrong session. It's like I hadn't kicked Dragoon out properly, then it made me host or something. It was weird. Hopefully I'm joining the right one now. It's saying joining session. Will it let me join? I'm getting a join a session screen. Well, you can all see it on the stream. What's happening? There we go. Took a little while, but we're in. I'll have to invite Hamilton back in, although I don't know if he's going to come back. Because it's saying he's on F1 Manager. I think it was it 19, I think. So obviously if Hamilton doesn't come back, it could be 17 or 18. So I'm just waiting for Apex. He just has to select his car. I'll say Apex, if you are listening, it doesn't look like Hamilton's coming back, so you can actually get back in your own car if you wanted. Doesn't matter either way. Betches has reset. Yeah, I think it's sorted itself out now. So we've got 18 drivers in. Game in the bug here. We're spectating alongside me by the looks of it. Shame he's not on the Xbox or on a PC that's got the Xbox app on the PC, because I could have got him in on commentary with me. I think Hamilton is in now. I'm not sure who the other ones were. I'll have a quick little look now. So Doom, I didn't have a teammate, did he, this evening? This might be it. Oh no, Ali. Ali's not in. Everyone can see that I'm terrible. I never get rid of all the old drivers. You'll notice lots of names I haven't raced here in Yonks. I think it's just Ali. But then it will only be probably just a minute or two once we get on to get your setups, get your tyres on. It was basically the whole 5 minutes we had. So I imagine it'll just be a case now of getting the grid in the right order. And then we'll be able to go. So I believe Mr. Minion is tasked with helping White with that. And I think they're going to try and get the weather as close as they can. I know last week it was a bit of a nightmare, wasn't it? Because it said it was going to rain, and then it got overcast, and then didn't rain in the end. I think Ali has got in there, so we're all in. So while we are waiting, what was everyone thinking of those liveries earlier? What one's your favourite livery? Because I wasn't too keen on the Audi one to begin with, because someone put that picture in, it looked a bit like a cream egg. But then you actually see it on some of the other videos, it does look quite nice. I think the Cadillac one as well. Even though it's like simple colours, I thought that was quite good. I have Dragoon's in the chat, and I imagine he'll say the Alpine. There's I know the Dark Mark's not here tonight, but I know he was liking the look of the Cadillac. Also, that's one thing interesting with the new game. Are they going to give us the? I imagine they'll have to give us the 11 teams. But imagine, will that mean we're allowed to have 24 in the lobby? Obviously, you have the 22, and then the spectator. They've not really announced too much of that. Unless any of you have seen anything, you'll have to pop me a link over if you have. So I think we're waiting for the guys to ready up now. It looks of it. So White is readied up. So I think Whitey will confirm is normally you get 2 or 3 minutes quickly to put your setups on, get your fuel, everything back as it was. One thing is I was going to mention about the tyre, but I don't think we actually got onto the formation lap, did we? Because normally it would be the case of you put the tyres on that you'd selected for the original one, but imagine if it crashed, you won't have to do that. If it had been the case we got on the formation lap and then it'd been a restart, you would have had to have the same tyres. So I think we're just waiting for a few to sort out like tyre, if they're going hard or not. I think the last one's just Minion and Kludgy now. Alright, just Minion now. So I've not seen it. It might just be my phone being horrendous as normal, but I'll have a look if a time has been confirmed. So it's normally a couple of minutes. Oh, there we go. There'll be 3 minutes, 24:56. Just having a quick look through the old chase. I mentioned about a glitch. There's been in the rules is a genuine glitch where if you put internet glitches the game when it starts to rain. You'll have to message me what that was. I've not actually seen that glitch before. I say it is looking very overcast at the minute. I can't even remember what the original weather forecast was for the original race. I'm having a quick look. Mixed race. So it's one of these ones where you don't know when it's going to come. Is it going to be near the beginning, the middle, the end? Obviously, some of you know a bit more than I do in that. You know, where it would give you the boxes, and it's annoying it doesn't give the commentator those boxes. At least you'd have a rough idea for where it is. So I can see you at 11 if you were still tuned in at the minute. You're just watching the pit lane in the Shanghai International circuit at the minute. But I think, who can we see there? Betcher's pit box we can see. Is that Wales? I can just about read. I'm going to need my glasses on for any of the others. I think that's Hamilton, and I'm guessing, I'm not sure, possibly T-Benz. It looks like it might be a Hungarian flag. But it's just the forecast is exactly the same. I don't get the forecast at all though, so I don't know where the rain's actually due. All I heard was it's mixed. That's one thing that they need to put on new games really, is give us Or even if they give like a weather radar so we can see roughly when it's going to come, that'd be interesting. So I think it'll be going any minute now onto the formation lap. We've hit the 56. Let's see if everyone's remembered to sort all their tyre pressure and everything like that. Here we go, the formation lap for the Chinese Grand Prix. So just like I did, I'll have a quick look at the tyres first. So 3 have gone on the hard this time, Hamilton, Cludgy and Robbo. They're thinking they're going to take it a lot longer, go on the mediums or maybe something different towards the end. I'll get it ready on the position changes for the start of the race. So we'll give you all a little bit of TV time again, go through the Ferraris on the front row. Both Alpines on the second row. Both Mercedes. The second one is a reserve this evening, Robbo. Obviously Robbo isn't one of the scoring reserves tonight, neither is Tamas. So essentially if you're behind them you're already 2 positions up anyway, so Cludgy is essentially P10. So Ali's eager to get on with it, there's a little bit of a gap. There we go, Robbo, Brewdog and Mad Mark. Misfits in the Aston, followed by Whale, Tamas and Duck, Dumar and Minion. 2 of our Dutch drivers there. Whitey and Betches, the brothers. They got Nemaya, Hamilton, and Dragoon. Did Dragoon actually qualify at the back? I didn't fall down, didn't realise he'd thanks, yeah, thing I've just noticed as well, we've got two drivers named after animals that don't mind water, whale and duck. Oh Gareth, you missed your box. Let's watch everyone else now. Put the pressure on them. Oh, Nemaya and Betches. Hamilton, are you going to do it? Oh, he's done it. And then Dragoon, pressure's on Dragoon. He's made it. There we go. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And it's go, go, go. Mad Mark has got a drive through point. He's jumped the start. Everyone managed to get round so far this time. No one's spun round yet. That'll be a curse of the commentator maybe. No, everyone's got round. Yeah, Ali's almost got a second on Towley already. A mega start. Well, they're saying that Towley's up 2 from where he was. Apex is down 1. T-Bat's down 1. They've got a yellow flag. I think there's something at the back. Oh, that is... I don't know what's happened there. Dragoon, Nemaya, Cludgy. Oh, Nemaya's just give a little tap to the kick. Yeah, I'm not sure what went off there. That'll be interesting to see tickets later. But it definitely looked something retaliatory from the Red Bull, maybe a little dink into the other car. Cludgy's fallen 7 places. Towley nearly 2 seconds behind Ali now. Put down a Wales, just got past Brewdog up to P9. Obviously a race in real life that McLaren's doing quite well as a team, because they're now sitting at for like the most poles for a team. The most wins for a team is 4 wins. Obviously, the most that I had is Mercedes have had 6. And that was 2012, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 19. Imagine most of them are Hamilton, because he had 6 wins. Around Shanghai's the driver with the best win record around it. Gareth and Apex. I think Apex going to go for the switchback. Gareth just about kept it ahead there. Someone can never find out until today as well. The shape of the track. It's the Chinese character Shang, which it's the sort of the first character in the word Shanghai as they spell it in China. That's they've tried to make the shape of the track like their word, basically. So learn something new every day. Apex is learning that he's got a load of fast pace down here. He's just got past Gareth. Can he keep it though? Gareth's going to have to go around the outside. I think he might have kept it. T-Bent's not too far behind him as well. Ali was the fastest 137. Who was that? That's gone miles off. I imagine that would have been a warning, unless they slowed down, which I know they did. That potentially could be a warning after 3 laps there. You just saw a Dragoon in the background of that shot as well, even though watching the front run, as you can see him go down the long straight. I've never noticed that before. Gareth giving Apex a little peck on the bum there. Flick down. I've just noticed something's getting a little bit closer than their battle. That's a Tamas. I mean, China's one of those. As long as you get in the flow, you can very easily get sucked into a train like these guys are. Get a really good shot of the helicopter here as they go around that tight left-hand curve. I'll say left-hand into a right-hand curve, which leads onto a really long DRS straight. I think I read before, I've not actually noted it down this time, I'm sure I said last season, this is like second or third longest straight in F1. I think Baku's one or if not the longest straight. I think Vegas is one of the other ones as well, that stupid crazy straight down there. I mean, you just got ahead of Hamilton. Dragoon is just overtaking Betches as well. He's now in a brother sandwich. Hamilton is boxing. Oh no, he's crashing into the wall. He's Hamilton did, ironically. We all remember when Hamilton did that. Hamilton probably doesn't remember it because he was he would have been little then. I think he's 16 himself in real life. So would he? He would have been alive, but he would have been really little. 2007, I call it. Too tired to do the maths on that. Was that 20? Oh, he wouldn't have been born, would he? 16 off 2026 is 2010. Yeah, so unless he's been watching his YouTube, yeah, Hamilton's probably never seen Hamilton do that. But you don't know. Go on board Mr. Robbo now. 4 tenths behind Apex. Apex has dropped off a little bit in the last lap or two. He's down in P5 now. Ali's just flying away. They've been nearly 3 seconds out of town. Robbo's just trying to keep enough grip. If he can do that, he's going to get the reproduce ERS to DRS. Is he close enough to get Apex though? He's gaining. Is he going to go for a send? No, he's thought better of it. Oh, he's had to move out of the way though. I It's horrible when you get sort of one of them. Them snaps and you've got to move. Whoa, Jesus Christ, that was crazy. Not sure if that was Towley on Apex. DRS has been disabled. I think Towley's probably thought these tyres aren't going, it's time to get them off, but I don't think he realised how close Apex was. He almost took him out. A couple others have gone in, Whiting and Meyer, Mad Mark. Hamilton, I think he's in again, so I'm not sure if he's just having a less than fun night tonight. So yeah, a few in the chat I've not seen before. Go Ghosty, welcome in. Yeah, it's definitely getting a bit slippier now. Get these tyres up. That's a weird one. I'm not sure if Mad Mark accidentally chose the hard tyres or if he's just going to try something different. But so DRS is disabled, so it looks like Inters is probably the best way. We'll see what these are going to do. Ali is now going in. Gareth's going in. Robbo's not going in. Misfits has nearly missed. I think Tamas is as well. And Dragoon. Yeah, he's took a lot more cautiously than the other kick. He's, I imagine he's sticking into as well. So Robbo's in P1 at the minute, but he's the only one on dry tyres. So he's going to feel a little bit like Hamilton did in Hungary that time. Was it 2020 or 2021? Then Mercedes hasn't pit. I imagine the same thing might kind of happen by the time Robbo does get in boxes. Some of these are going to be right on him. I think it's about a 20-second lap. 20-second lap, Jesus. 20-second pit. 2021 maybe. I'll have a look at the leader. That could put him, as it stands now, about 10th. So obviously those are going to be catching though if they are the better tyre. Cludgy's just got past Apex. I noticed there whilst I was having a quick flick through. Mad Mark has boxed now, so he's on the Inters. We'll get rid of that and go back to the interval. That's the only time I'll ever use leader, is just to sort of work out for the pit stops. But yeah, Towley being the first one in, it's helped him, although Apex might not be too pleased with that dive across into the pits. So potentially might see a ticket for that. We'll have to keep our eyes peeled. But notice, I think Apex also lost a position because of it as well too. I think it was T-Bents. Well, they're not, was it? I'm not sure it was T-Bents actually. It might be another car. Actually, was it Robbo? Yeah, Robbo is boxing now. If it really does come out, it might be even worse than 10th now. Tamas 3-second penalty. First one to lose their bonus this evening in the main race. Dragoon 3 seconds, he's also lost his bonus. Both the kicks. The lean mean, bogey green machines. Both picking up penalties. I'm gonna have to watch Gareth. He looks like, ooh, pardon me. It does look like he's the closest at the moment. keep it close, although Apex is getting gained on by Tamas. Or if that's how Tamas did pick up the warning, was he just pushing a little bit hard to try and get past the Alpine? Oh dear, keep going silent. I'm having to keep my throat dry. Yeah, dry, wet. Keeps going dry. No one knows any cures to get rid of an annoying tickly throat, but I'll have to chuck them over my way as well. So I keep having a quick eye between this one and Gareth. They're the closest at the moment. Gareth's about half a second behind T-Bent. So the master strategy so far though has been Towley with that pit. So if he does end up on the podium, I have to question him about his pit entry. I'm surprised we haven't seen Gareth in the chat this evening, or not in the kitchen in the chat. I know they like putting predictions in and things, but they've not been in there this evening. One we sometimes see as well, Destroyer Drat when he finishes his races in another league on Mondays, I believe. Oh, that is Kludgy kissing Misfits. Misfits had to brake a bit harder than they wanted to, and Kludgy just didn't judge where he was going to be, and he can give a little tap on the rear. Have a quick look at this one with Gareth and T-Bent. As they come round to this, obviously they're not going to have DRS anymore, so it's going to be the RS who's going to have the better battery. The T-Bent has only about 30%, Gareth's got about 50. Is that 20% going to be enough towards the end of the straight though? I don't think it is, unless he's going to go for some mega dive. But T-Bent's hard head, and Gareth just wants to probably conserve a bit and then go again down the next straight. I think a better entry in, so he's going to have that battery on. He's going to get that slipstream. He's gone for the inside line. And up to P4 for Gareth. And as I mentioned, that Robbo and Whitey, I thought there was no overtake. I think he might have come back. They're still side by side. And Robbo P14. Well, I mentioned earlier, Robbo and Tamas are the non-scoring reserve, so technically Whitey is in 13th if you want to look at it that way. Obviously the only scoring reserve is the one that's having the best race at the minute, is Way, or sitting in P6. Having a decent return back to RRF1. I know he's in the hunt for a full-time seat as well, so any of you top 10, just keep making sure you're turning up if you don't want to lose your seat. As a lot of drivers are eager for seats this season. You know, the last couple of seasons on Monday, they were a bit sort of sporadic, but this season it's been really good. So that right mix with the top 10, the bottom 10. Seeing how close the constructors, and then I think even with you look at the top 10, it's like 4 or 5. They could potentially take the title if they go on a run of like, three or 4 victories. Evening Bjorn in the chat. Cool to see the widespread weather strategies. Yeah, it's interesting. Like I mentioned, Towley's gone in a lot earlier, but then I think others have opted to go a little bit later. Like I said, the ones that hasn't really helped are the ones that started on the hard tyres. I think they were thinking it was going to go a lot drier than it did. But you never know this game with EA. But saying that, considering it's been wet for 5 laps now, we only had 2 drivers who have lost their bonus. I don't know if you heard me earlier as well, Bjorn. It's a shame you're not on the same platform. I could have got you in on the older co-coms. But until I can get a system similar to Mad Max, I can only get an Xbox currently. The system I'm using at the minute is what Dumar helped me set up last season. It seems to have shaken up the grid pretty well. Yeah, it's weird, like drivers you normally expect to see up the front, Robbo, Snipes, Dragoon, even Mad Mark, they're sitting what, 14th, 16th, 19th. But one I'm really impressed with this evening is T-Buns. Because normally on Monday sort of about the middle. Hamilton's lost his bonus. I'll go back to T-Buns. Normally Saturday will be sort of like the middle of the grid. Mondays he'll be middle to top. And he's had a really good qualifying, and so far he's sticking up there with the reigning champion at the minute, just behind him. Our highest Dutch driver tonight at the moment is Dumar. I know he's a close friend of yours. He's in P7 at the moment. The Haas livery, that's another one that's I'm finding quite nice this season. Sort of inverted it from last season, it's quite good. There we go, and talking about Dutch drivers, Minion, it's up to P9, Apex, P10, and Brewdog down to P11. So yes, just put on a fresh set of boots, I think. I think from what it was mixed, I think, if I'm believing what I read earlier, I think it's supposed to dry up. Oh, there's a little bit of contact there. Brewdog into Apex. He just hasn't quite warmed his tyres up, I don't think. Everyone loves kissing Apex's rear tonight. That's Apex, you'll have to start charging, mate. Down the old Shanghai red light district. Again, to Kludgy now. I think he's getting a lot closer to Dumar. We'll go on his point of view. Yeah, he's going to use his battery. He waves at Dumar and up into P6. Although Dumar's trying to stick with him. Look at his battery situation. They're fairly matched. Dumar about 60. Kludgy has a little bit more. Dumar going to try and come back at him on the straight. I don't think he's going to have it. Yeah, Kludgy just had that extra boost out of that last corner. This is our closest one at the moment, I believe. Brewdog is getting closer to Apex, so he's about half a second behind. That battle for P10. Just a reminder, it's the top 15 that score in the Monday and Wednesday division. As I mentioned, Tamas and Robbo aren't scoring tonight for the reserves. So as we normally do, it'd normally be a top 10 and a sort of a bottom 10 reserve, so it's fair for the constructors. Obviously, because all the drivers, we look at them as being top 10 and one could score tonight. And that was Wales. So reserves have got a decent score at P5 at the minute. If you look at it that way, essentially Betchers is P11? No, P12. Because obviously Tamas and Robbo Snipes would be removed. Betchers, YT Dragoon, everyone else would be bumped up. I say Bjorn, if you are still watching along, hopefully we'll be able to see you back on track soon. And we've got your Wednesday teammate. He's doing all right this evening. He's up in P11. Oh, Gareth, the reigning champion's lost his bonus. Last season, he just managed to do it on his pace to win it, because I know he'd have the odd penalty. Last season, he's done it again. This season, he's lost another bonus. The only thing this rain has done to the front guys, it's split them up a little bit. But none of them are in within a second of each other at the moment. The closest one for that is P9, Brewdog with Misfits. These two again, and like I said earlier, they need to get a room, these two. They can't leave each other alone. I think how Brewdog, you'll have to bring Misfits to Malta with you. You'll be sneaking into your hand luggage. There's one from the outside. Misfits is sticking there though. Is he going to get him? I think he has. Well, Misfits isn't. That's what I mean. Misfits won't leave him alone. Sniffing his gearbox. Look at this Carling difference here. It looks like it's getting wetter. All that surface rain on that Aston there. We'll just flick down to Tamas. I think he gave me Minion. Had a bit of a, I don't know if he had a wobbler or if he was just trying to break the slipstream to get away from Apex. I think Apex just has a bit better straighter speed. I don't know if it's due to his wings or if he was using, probably using battery, looking at his own 8%. But Tama might be able to attack him down the pit straight here. Then he can get a decent exit. I'm surprised Tamas isn't using more of his battery. Was he going to have a look? I thought he was. Oh no, he's Robbo's had a little sneak up there. Some good racing there by Robbo. I think Robbo was going to try and go for the line, but he realised that Tamas was still there, and he made that adjustment just to give him enough room. Like to see there some good side by side racing. The Dark Mark in TSD has been trying to help some of the new drivers with like side by side. Do apologise, it's kicked me out of the party again. What is normally if I have someone like Tom Stroudy in or Drag, it will keep the party on. But obviously, if you're in the party on your own, it'll kick you out after about half hour. And then if I do that, it affects sometimes the sound comes through the stream as well. Luckily, it hasn't turned that button off that time though. Sometimes it switches microphone and party audio off. So I just had to quickly check, but luckily both of them are ticked to on still. So we are lap 15, past halfway. I think that Mercedes is going to go for a move. We'll just do is brake a little bit later than the Alpine, but not take the Williams out. There you go. That's always a worry if you're that car in the wet. You're worried that if I brake later, but then I brake too late and that Williams goes flying. But Robbo timed it perfectly there. Up to P11. Gareth's getting a lot closer to Ali. So those two aren't really making much inroads to Towley at the minute. Although Towley has got an extra lap on his inters. I believe Towley was one of the first. Well, I was saying that Cludgy and Doom are on 11 laps. They definitely must have been in first. Towley was the first one that I saw myself going. So when from him doing that though, he did get that massive undercut on the others. one that didn't work out there was Mad Mark. I think he pit for the hard and had to pit again. I don't know if that was a mistake from him or if that was you know, the game when you select your tyres. If he wants to come in after, I can have a little chat, found out exactly what happened there. Robbo on gaming minions, so it's a P10 now. He's had a good couple of laps in the last few laps. Have a look at these times as well. Minion is trying to stick with Robbo still. And behind that, got Apex and Tamats, they're not a mile away either. So Whitey, it says, shame we haven't got the DRS on because Whitey is within 1 second of his brother Betches now. Because there have been one in recent weeks that, especially, we'll say recent months from the end of last season, they've been very competitive with each other because Betches' pace has been coming back to him. So I know Whitey's had some good results recently. Was it last Saturday in, was it Hungary, I believe? He got third place. So we know, depending on the track and the setup, he can definitely get a lot of pace out of the car. Someone who's definitely on the charge today, though, Robbo, is now trying to hunt down Misfits. If we can get him, I think that's about 3 overtakes in about as many laps. We'll just switch that tyre off, just give you a bit more of the screen there. And Robbo's going to try and get Misfits here, he's hunting him down. He waves as he goes past. And up to P9. I think Ali and Gareth are the only saving grace for Gareth at the minute. He does have 3 seconds, but T-Benz is 12 seconds behind him. If he was to win like this, he would still grab a podium. So if Ali is listening along, we definitely have to install the Xbox app on his PC. He'll have to have a word with Mr. Drac. So we can get that on, we can commentate, we can interview, what I meant to say, with Ali. We always speak to him through the stream chat. Definitely good to get him in one day. I don't think he'll be interested in that at the minute. He'll just be interested in getting away from Gareth currently. I was about to say from that angle it didn't look like it was as wet, but then you go to the onboard angle, it definitely is raining still. I think I did notice something in the has been chat regarding the weather. I'm just having a quick look if it does dry up again or not. I think towards the end it might just depend if that's past the end of the race or not. I think the annoying thing is when you get the original weather, it's 5 or 6 blocks, but when you get to do a lobby reset, you only get 3 blocks. I think you have to try and do it as matched as evenly as you can. I think Gareth's trying to go for a move on Ali. That was a really good overtake there. They'll both drive in a hard but fair there. It's up to P2, although technically P3 still because of his penalty. Oh, Dragoon, has he lost his bonus? I think he's second. I think it's his second, isn't it? Yeah, 6 seconds for Dragoon. He's not enjoying the wet weather in that kick. Or he might just not be enjoying the kick. I know it's not a car he's very fond of. We'll just keep on board with these at the moment. Although Wales getting closer to T-Bants and looking further down, Robbo is hunting down yet another driver. I think I might have to go down to Robbo. Robbo and Dumar. Robbo looked like it was going out of control, but they just sort of... There you go, he's just managing to control the back in and keep it going. This one's gone pretty quick, 10 laps left to go. So apart from the naughty pit dive in, I don't think I've really seen anything of issue really. There's some little wheel bumps, but apart from that, it's been a really clean race as well. And there we go, Rob up to P8 now. I think when I first got on board with him going back, I think it was about lap 15, lap 14. Oh, Betcher's 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings. Betcher's has lost his bonus. Something has happened back here as well. I'm trying to work out where. Was it Hamilton maybe? Yeah, I'm not too sure. Maybe Hamilton or Meyer. I'm not sure if they maybe got tangled up with one another. We definitely had a yellow flag. Oh, Meyer, that's not the track. I don't know if any of you did see the video I did for Nemaya last week. I don't know if you had a giggle at that or not. There's a website you can get it to clone voices or like accents. So I did a Dutch one for Nemaya when he had his crash, when his pedals, Hungary gave up. So he's tried to steer. Obviously your pedals you can't brake, you can't accelerate. It's throwing him in a wall. Hamilton's boxing and Nemaya boxing. I'm guessing they might have had a little tap with each other. I was just trying to have a look if there wasn't any, if they are going to have the wings. I know, so it just looks like a tyre change actually. A bit of a three-way battle going on here. Betcher's at the, well not Betcher's at the front of it, Whitey at the front of it, then Betcher's, and then Dragoon. The top three are boxing, Towley, Gareth and Ali. Dumas lost his bonus, somebody else did as well I believe. Was it Misfits possibly? I saw a few names pop up, but all at the same time then. A yellow flag at turn 1 I believe. It might have just been somebody getting lapped possibly. Some of these aren't enjoying their inters now. Betcher's, is Whitey or Betcher, are they going to box? Are they going to keep going? Whitey is, whoa, Jesus Christ, oh no. You're not supposed to bum your brother. Dragoon boxes as well, you saw that all happen in front of him. I can imagine what was going on in party there. Until Betcher's, no! I imagine Whitey probably said some not so clean words as well. And the new leader of the race is Whale. 9 positions from his original starting position. So he's only had the one stop so far, but he's on 15 lap into this. It is drying up Hamilton with another penalty. I believe that's his second. Yeah, so everyone else is on 1, Dragoon and Hamilton on 2. Is Whale going to box now, is he? Or Whale is keeping on going. Is he hoping it's going to stay sort of like a crossover period where he can keep ahead and nab the win with 7 laps left to go? I think what, a handful of them are on dry tyres now. Nearly everyone's on dry tyres. apart from Whale and Tamas. Tamas on 3-lap old inters, Whale's on dying inters. And Towley's drawing in on him at a rate of knots, DRS enabled. There's a Whale's going to have to get rid of these boots. And they're going to chuck him down a few. So if the gaps are roughly what they are now, Whale could come out around 4th. And obviously you'd have the offset of the fresher tyres, but not a massive number of laps to catch the leaders. But yeah, an interesting one to watch for the last 7 laps. Goes back to intervals now. Ali is all over the gearbox of Gareth. I think they are catching up to one of the lap drivers. No, that's Towler. So I'm looking at the wrong times on the side there. Ali has got past Gareth up into P3. Although technically he was already ahead of him because of that Gareth unfortunate penalty he picked up. Whale still hasn't. Oh, he has boxed now. So Towley will go back into the lead of this race. I think Towley will keep an eye. Whale, I think he will come out in 4th. I'll keep an eye on where T-Bents is. So based on that gap, I think he's going to come out a handful of seconds ahead of T-Bents. Well, it might be tighter than I thought. T-Bents actually got past him, P5 where Wales come out. The pit is actually longer than 21. I must have misread that earlier. Obviously Wales got a set of hards on now till the end. Towley's got a set of softs on, you just want to hope that they do last the last 6 laps. We'll be looking after these towards the end. Tamas, 3 seconds for Tamas. I think that's his second as well. Sure. Yeah, I remember both kicks earlier in the race, didn't they? Both had a 3 seconds fairly early on as well. Up to 17 viewers now. Big thanks to all of you that tuned in for this RRF1 Monday division. After this, for our first sprint week this season. We've got another sprint coming up about 4. Oh dear, Ali's gone really deep there with Towley's trying to sneak past him. I think Ali's just he's had to be hard to try and keep the position there. But Towley's just going to try and push them a quicker tyre off, so they're going to wear a lot quicker. Gareth's right behind him as well. This could be a really good end to the Chinese Grand Prix. So Towley's probably in the nightmare position because he's got to try and chase down the other car whilst defending the one behind him. Gareth's trying to take a shallower line there. I'm trying to look towards the back here. There's a battle going on. Betches, Dragoon and Tamas. I'm going to quickly flick down to that one just because how close they all are. Dragoon in the fastest lap at 1:37.6. So he's put those 2 points in his grasp. As I say, he also is technically not 14. He'd be technically 12th if you're taking out Robbo and Tamas. No, ignore me. Tamas is behind him. He'd be 13th. I'm going to have to go back to Gareth and Towley. Man, Mark's pinched that off of Dragoon. 1:36.910 on the hards. So it definitely is getting a lot quicker now. The yellow flag. Is that Dragoon? What has happened to Dragoon? not sure if he's going to come in two with another driver or if he's caught it on a curb. We'll have to find out from him. Make a note of that one. I just had a weird noise. That's my security camera. If anyone gets near the car, it goes off. So it's probably just a cat knowing the bloody camera. Nemaya, 3-second penalty. Is that his first? I think. Yeah, Nemaya, it's annoying when you get so far in the race and you've not got the bonus. It's a yellow flag again. Not too sure what that was for. I imagine it might just be one of the lap cars. I say, Bjorn, if you're still watching, anyone else still watching, I want to know who you keep driving today. Ali seems to be struggling with that corner a little bit since it's gone into the dry. Keeps going a tad deeper. The thing is, Gareth is not within DRS. Towley is going to be in Gareth's DRS. They're both. Towley's pinched the fastest lap as well, 1:36.229. Can you also pinch the P2? And sort of the yellow flag. I imagine it must just be these lap guys now as we're getting towards the end. I think it's just becoming a thing of pride now for Gareth. Gareth looks like he's not going to be able to push away from these two, but obviously if he can finish ahead of Towley, it can be bragging rights, even if he does fall behind them because of that penalty. I know they love winding each other up in the Discord chat. That was really weird then. I don't know if that was a slight lag or if that was a snap of the rear. Only Towley will know for sure what that was. Wales now in DRS of T-Bants. The guy saw fly past him when he exited the pits. If he can keep it under that 1 second, he will get the DRS, and they come round to the detection very shortly. I'll keep an eye on that. If you can look at the track back in the bottom right, it's the little green dot in sector 3 is where the detection is. I think Wales definitely is going to get that. Namaya's got another. He just picked one up a lap ago or two ago, so I think he's pushing too hard maybe. Either that or he's moving out over for people but moving off track completely when he doesn't need to. I think Wales going to try and give it his biggest go now. He's got his DRS. He's got about a third of his battery left. And that's well up to P4. So with 2 laps left, I don't think he's going to have nowhere near enough time to hunt down the podium, but as I said, a P4 in his return would be a really good result. And he's keeping his penalty bonus at the minute as he's the reserve scorer. Just have a look where we should go. None of the top drivers are in DRS currently. Towley sort of teetering on the edge of the DRS. Be interesting. Did he get it in time though? We'll see as he comes round this bend. He did. He must have just been within the 1 second. The one person that won't be wanting to hear that is Gareth. Because Gareth isn't within the 1 second of Ali. Hamilton run another penalty. I believe that might be his third of the night. Yeah, 3 for Hamilton now, 9 seconds. But if Hamilton can roughly keep where he is, I think he will actually get his first proper point in RRF1. So obviously Tamas is 13th at the minute, he would be removed. Robbo is 8th at the minute, he would be removed from the classifications. I would put Hamilton in a scoring position. I think it's Minion going for fastest lap. I was gutted the other way. Dartmark tell you in I think it was TSD. I left it late. I thought I was going to go for the fastest lap. Pops up fastest lap TSD. I was like, finally actually get the bonuses. 10 seconds later, Dartmark. I was like, you could have let me have my one moment. I think he was third or fourth, but he weren't going to finish ahead, so he thought, I might as well chuck a set of softs on. Got a yellow. I think that's just somebody let him cast past. So it might be Hamilton, possibly. No, that was the other Aston actually. So after this, we've only got one lap left. I know this is a track that's can be iffy on fuel as well. I was just having a quick look if anyone's on low, but I think everyone's used to what this track's like with the fuel. Yeah, everyone looks like they've been sensible this evening. Then we're on to the final lap. Ali's still leading. He's a second and a bit ahead of Gareth. Towley with them softs, I think they're just falling off now. He's dropped back a fair bit behind Gareth. So Towley all needs to do though, if he can keep within 3 seconds of Gareth, he's going to get P2 regardless. So I wonder if that's maybe, he knows that the softs are wearing, but he doesn't need to go crazy. I think he doesn't want to lose 9 tenths in this lap now to Gareth, that probably would wind him up. So his T-Benz is coming back at Whale. Keep an eye on Minion as well with that fastest lap attempt as we get towards the end. He just narrowly missed out on it in the sprint race earlier tonight. I think the fastest lap, was it one of the leaders? I think Towley, 1:36.229. So if Minion is lifting along, you just want to beat that 36.229. So there are a few corners now left for Ali. There's a one across the other side of East Asia in Japan, and he's come around the final corner, turned on that battery, and he's second win in a row. China, Japan. Gareth P2, Towley P3. I think Towley, how he didn't get penalty, he must have fallen a fair amount back on that last lap. I think Wales just going to pinch P4 ahead of T-Benz, who does P5. Cludgy, what happened there? Oh, they had a bit of a cutback with each other, was it? I'm not too sure. Cludgy looks like he's going to take P6. Brewdog P7. Robbo would be P8, but obviously he'll be removed as a non-scoring reserve. So Misfits is technically 8th. That made Dumont 9th. Apex for points reasons will be 10th. Whitey 11th. Betches would be 12th. So that'd make Dragoon would be 13th. That's probably not what we was hoping for. He still takes home 3 points. And Manmark would be 14th. Now we'll have to double check, but I believe Hamilton's done what I did many seasons ago. He's picked up his first proper RRF1 points at China, although that was a really weird. Yeah, I didn't see if Minion took the fastest lap or not. I think the Major had left slightly beforehand then. So we could get the podium in the Ferrari there, the Jamaican Towley, then the Welshman Gareth's really mad. So a race winner, Ali. Fastest lap, gave me minion. He did grab it. Driver of the day, Dragoon. Most overtakes, Brewdog. And cleanest driver was Ali. So make sure we get all these in quickly. Who had penalties, who didn't have penalties. Quickly get the race director and then we'll get the drivers we can in. So a little bit more interest in the main race, but obviously you'd normally expect that with it being a bit longer. So hopefully we don't have any issues. Hopefully we can get Towley in. That'll be a whale I can get in as well, if he's happy to join. Gareth, if Gareth is listening, he can join. I know I can't invite him as such. And then if anyone else, Mad Mark Dragoon, if you want to join, you're more than welcome to join. So I'm just waiting for anyone to join now. Just make sure that we do have the pie button on, because that did switch off halfway through the race. Yep, that's all on. Not too sure if anyone wants to join this evening. I know sometimes you get drivers like Mad Mark. If you want to join, you can. You're more than welcome to jump in. I have sent ones over to Towley and WoW, but I'm not sure. I know sometimes it does play up. I believe we do have Towley. Can you hear me okay? Have you included your audio?
Gareth was going to join, but he can't because he's on PlayStation, I think.
Oh, he's not got his. Oh, there we go. He's got his Xbox app. I think it would much be yourself. Oh. I've sent ones across to.
You invited him.
I didn't. I think you can join through the Xbox app. So I think Dragoon and not Dragoon, Whale and a couple others had asked it. I don't think they're joining. So I'll start off with yourself, Towley. I believe it was a P3 in the end. I think the softs just went off a bit at the end, it looked like. How's that for yourself?
Yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it, mate. It's confidence, mate. This season's just all going to be about building confidence. Pace is not bad, I think. I feel like I got good, especially qualifying. Sprint race was good. I don't know if it was. I think I may have had an internet issue. Ali was lagging quite a lot in front of me. I don't know if that was on stream or not. I don't know if it was his or mine.
I mentioned in the sprint you did have a couple of little lag spikes when I was watching you from the offboard. I wasn't not sure if it was yourself or. But
yeah,
if you've watched the stream
back, but
it wasn't massive. But there was the odd lag spike.
Yeah, so I think in the sprint race it was me, Ali, and Gareth all sort of happy. Like I was happy to sit behind Ali, and Gareth was said he's not going to pull a stupid move. Like we were happy with where we was. And then I've sort of the feature race was good fun, mate. Especially the wet. I was quite surprised on my pace in the wet. It wasn't quite as quick as Gareth's because he caught me by 3 seconds, but it was enough to be able to keep Ali behind. And then soft just went off, mate. I stupidly went hard compound, so I didn't have the mediums, which was frustrating. But overall I can't complain, mate. P2, P3. I dropped 4 points to Gareth. Ali's obviously fucking gonna catch up quick because he's rapid as fuck.
Yeah.
Gained a few points to Kludgy. I said in party literally before we started the race, I was like, "Well done, Ali, on your win." And he was like, "No, I don't think I am." And then he did. So, but can't complain, mate. I really enjoyed tonight's race.
Before I do move on to Kludgy and Gareth, I was just going to ask your move into the pits on lap 5. Did that catch Apex out a bit? Because
No, we were in party. I sort of felt a bit guilty because I didn't. Normally, we have a little bit more of a gap between me and him, but where he had such a good qualifying, um, and I was the car ahead, I said to him, "Look, I'm going to pit now," and then he was like, "Yeah, I'll stay out for one more lap," but obviously it cost him massively. But he did say he was like, "Next week, I'm not going in the same fucking car with you."
Yeah, I did notice. I think because like say you in pie, I think T-Bance or was it Robbo managed to gain from it, and I think K-Bance like, whoa, we didn't expect the other car to be sort of following your line.
Yeah, yeah. I do feel a bit. I do feel for him because he would have. I think he would have been in top six. 100%. He had good pace, had a good setup. Just got a bit unlucky the fact that he didn't get his car.
I just asked, well, was Mad Mark in the party itself? Because I was going to wonder if did he actually mean to go on to hard tyres
No,
with everyone else.
the game was like the game fucked him. Like basically bent him over, bareback, no lube. Didn't even buy him dinner first. Straight in the ass. Yeah, it was. He was not pleased whatsoever.
I imagine you got in the house with that. No.
It wasn't no. There was a lot of swearing.
Oh dear. Well, definitely congratulations on that P3 and another podium tally.
Thank you, mate.
As I noticed, Cludges joined. Have you included your audio?
Yes.
I believe it was P6 tonight. Is that right?
Yeah, it was RRF1.
Yeah, how's
Again.
how's that for yourself this evening?
It was alright. I got shafted by the gaming quality because I got a penalty because my wheel disconnected on my outlap, so I spun on the exit turn one, and then someone clipped me while I was around, and it gave me a penalty. And then fought back, got spun at the start to last place. Fought back through the rain. Managed to get up to P7 and passed Brewdog just at the end for P6, so could have been a lot better, but could have gone worse.
Yeah,
suppose.
I flicked down to you and Brewdog just as I think when you were just doing a switchback, wasn't it, the hairpin? But I didn't quite catch the who'd taken who. I think it must have been yourself getting just past him.
Yeah, it was tough about the end. I messed up the traction as well on the exit, but first race on new wheel, not too bad. And yeah, I'm just annoyed that things keep going against me. I got done by the strategy at the start again to put me on hards.
Ah, I was going to. I did notice
weeks
that three drivers started on hard. I wondered, did you think the rain was going to come later, or like you say, the game shafted you?
No, it's just the game doing it again. Second week in a row.
Was they still recovered well to get some decent points P6 in the end?
Yeah, I just don't know how to pace the top guys. I mean, like, Tally was like 7/10 clear in sprint qualifying, so like, I knew it was pretty much game over by that point.
Was it definitely congratulations still on that tonight, mate.
Yeah.
So go on now to Gareth. Is Gareth still here? Yep. So I believe you got the P2. Even with the 3 seconds, you just managed to keep ahead of Towley at the end. So how's that for yourself?
I'm happy with it, considering I hate China. I don't think my pace isn't as strong around China. So, with me up there, I was happy.
I was saying when you got the penalty, you're probably kicking yourself with that because I think you probably would have even. Don't know if you maybe been battling more with Ali maybe, or if you hadn't got that.
I'm not going to fight it because obviously my tires probably did go over the line. So.
Yeah, I definitely empathise with that one. I had one at Japan last would have been last Wednesday, and it was where the curb catches you going under the the crossover bridge. It just just pushes you off, and it must be millimeters in it, and it pushes you off, and that was my last warning.
Yeah, so I felt hard done by it, but it is what it is. I'm happy to be second, and I'm happy to show that I can still compete.
Yes, Ali in the chat has said he's laughed at something, and then he's put GG guys. But I think going into the next week, he's definitely be climbing up there with you guys. He had two wins in the row now, and I think he had the sprint win as well, didn't he, Ali? Yeah. I was just about to put that up on the stream. So next week, I believe it's Bahrain. It's a normal week. Yeah. So next week, round 5 is Bahrain. I believe so. When we did it in the Skin Shaggy tournament, it didn't happen. I think it happened to one person over the whole week. So I think it's sort of been fixed, but
I think it was here last season. It was me and Towley fighting, and then fucking stopped dead on. It was the race I had. I had a 10-second penalty, and obviously I caught back up to Towley, but
yeah.
still covered that curve.
If I remember, it's turn 4, isn't it? Because I remember he had the same on Wednesday, Towley. He's gone round turn 4. It's like the back of his car got chucked in the air, and then Tom Stroud has gone straight into the back of him.
Was I not commentating on that?
Yeah, I think it might have been yourself commentating on the last season. Yeah. I'll have to find that one for an edit for next week. I can make something funny for that.
Yeah.
It must still be in the.
I don't know whether or not I was watching it on someone else's stream or if I was commentating on it. But
I know it was put in the server, so I wonder if it was in the old clip channel. I'll have to go and search for that tonight.
No, I definitely remember watching it on like the F1 broadcast screen.
It must have been yourself then.
Yeah, probably.
It was Bahrain one you enjoyed racing at then, or not so much?
No, I hate it. It's definitely not a favourite on my house. I think over the last 3 races. Is it 3? No.
4 rounds there.
Yeah, so it's the last 2 races. So Japan and now. I've proper shown pace. So let's keep that going.
Okay. Definitely congratulations on that P2 tonight, mate. I'll say before I do end the stream, I'll just do a bit of a plug for Wednesday. That's on the same as this 50% around China and the sprint, and that's on Gavin Bass 1 on Twitch. And then I know Mad Mark's not joined on here tonight, but he's got the Skin Shaggy Super Saturday, the realistic division obviously on Saturday, and that's on Mad_Mark V55 on Twitch. But I think they've had a decent amount of viewers watching yourself and Towley and Ali Gareth. I think we had about 18 at one point. So a big thank you to all so a big thanks to everyone that's tuned in and watched this evening. And I don't think we had not in the kitchen either, so it could have been hitting 20. Like I see, so we've got Ali in there. So what we will have to do if Destroyed Drac can have a word of Ali, I know because he's on PC, you can get the Xbox app on the PC, and you can actually get the party audio, like the button actually comes up on PC. So you'll have to have a word of him. We can get Ali in on the interviews. Yeah, because if I can eventually ever get that OBS system, some sort of Mad Mark uses, then I could speak to anyone. But just funds at the minute with the Mrs. Woodsy expecting.
It'd definitely be better because obviously anyone can join it.
Yeah.
Everyone in the league has Discord.
Yeah, I've just seen Ali's he says he has the Xbox app. I'll try next week. Yeah, you'll have to ask Ali. You'll have to ask Drac. There's a way to press the. It's like include audio, and if you include that press that button, you'll let it come through on the stream as well.
Oh, well, I'll let you know.
Okay. Well, then, congratulations, Gareth. So, just before doing the stream, I just wish everyone hope they enjoy the rest of your evening. I think I'm gonna have to kind of a nice cold pint or something now, and I'll see you next week at the Bahrain International Circuit. Good night.